of boxing in the 1950s. They are Dazn, a direct-to-consumer service spending over $200 million a year in the sport, power broker Al Heyman and his league, the PBC, and Top Rank here at ESPN. None of them dominant enough to make unilateral decisions about the entire industry, each in a better position to make long-term plans than anyone in decades. With that in mind, let's take a look at the headlines this week. Tyson Fury to take on another fight before Deontay Wilder rematch. Tyson Fury's next opponent won't be Deontay Wilder, and that's apparently because Top Rank believes that the plan for Fury should be to build the Wilder rematch up a little bit, having each fighter take interim fights before that fight is made. There are those who would say, in fact, after the investment in Tyson Fury, they don't want to risk him against a puncher like Wilder in their first fight out of the gate here on ESPN.
I officially agree. This is the latest episode of Max on Boxing. Max Kellerman's new half-an-hour show. It's every Friday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern on regular ESPN, or is it ESPN2? That's regular ESPN2. TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Everybody's been asking me, TstreeT, what the fuck, man? Tyson Fury is your fucking boy. He did some bitch-ass shit. Listen, I can't look at it like that. Me being a promoter at heart, you know, and me, you know, advancing, I've been doing some shit behind the scenes. You got to secure the bag first. Al Heyman's model has always been to secure the biggest paydays for his fighters. Tyson Fury, even though that money is not fully guaranteed, we've been hearing about the $100 million dollars, 80 million pounds or whatever, but he's got to keep winning. And what opponents over there on Top Rank that he can have for them to be just hemorrhaging and give away money? You know, Kubrat Pulev, he's going to be fighting his next fight over here in the States. But whatever, that's their business shit. Tyson Fury, I understand why he took the money. I understand it, and I understand fans are not going to agree. Hell, I'm even pissed. But I'm not. I'm pissed at the fact that we're not going to get Wilder Fury 2 like immediately. I'm not pissed at him taking that deal. Deontay Wilder has a right to be mad. We should have known. You know, listen, when you sign a new deal, just like Golovkin, I was thinking that when Golovkin signs with Dazn, I don't think he's going to fight Andrade in his first fight. You know? Probably going to fight Luis Arias or something like that. First fight of a huge contract. You don't want to take a big risk and damn near die. The Tyson Fury damn near dead. He died. He damn near died. He was dead for a little bit. Like some milliseconds. But in his mind, he probably then went off into the, you know, afterlife. Deontay Wilder is in a very good situation. You know why? Because he's finally admitted, he said, listen, I'm a free agent network-wise. He can go to ESPN. He can go to Dazn. It's going to be up to Showtime to put their foot down to show how much money they're willing to spend. Because that's what it's going to come down to. And right now, Top Rank has a shitload of money. And Dazn does too. But when it comes to a big major fight like Wilder versus Joshua, or Joshua versus Fury, or Wilder versus Fury, I guarantee you, Top Rank can come up with as much money, or ESPN along with Top Rank can come up with as much money as Dazn. Because right now Dazn has all that money, but they can't get the fighters. Al Heyman is keeping those fighters on a stranglehold. And right now, understand, listen, people are getting sick of Al Heyman's shit. They're getting tired of it. The promoters and the managers in these networks, they're getting tired of it. You know? Yes, he takes care of his fighters. Yes, it's always been like that. But in regards to like him, his unwillingness to work with other promoters, it's well known. It's well known. For whatever reasons. But in the case of Deontay Wilder, he's in a tough spot because, yeah, he's got that green belt. He is the champion. You know? Tyson Fury he's getting that money, but where's it going to come from? You see what I'm saying? So he needs Wilder, or he needs Joshua in order to make the real, to justify that deal. Who else? They all need each other. And Wilder right now, he's a promotional free agent. In fact, let's listen to a little bit more of Max on boxing. This is actually the beginning part. You know, you always got to open, you know, your show on some fire shit and the biggest news of the week. So let's listen to a little bit more. I'll be right back. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe. I think this is the wrong screen. Wrong screen.
Meantime, Deontay Wilder was not happy about this development. He said, "You sorry expletive," in a tweet. "We knew you only said this because you knew you wasn't fighting me next. Hashtag clout chaser." You requested a warm-up fight first. I don't blame you, though. I probably would, too, if I saw my brain splashed all over the canvas. Hashtag Timber, no smoke wanted. One thing you got to say for Wilder, whether he winds up fighting still on Showtime in the PBC or for Al Heyman, whether he winds up fighting here at ESPN, Tyson Fury, or goes to the Zone and fights Anthony Joshua, he is about his business, will fight anyone, anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons you gotta love this heavyweight division. And then this news from Ring Magazine's Mike Coppinger. Sources: Eddie Hearn extended a multi-fight offer to Deontay Wilder last night, but as of now, still hasn't heard back. Second fight of proposed deal would be unification with Anthony Joshua. Generally, when these things occur like that, deals are, offers are extended, and obviously they don't always have to be attractive offers, but then the promoter could say, we extended an offer. Really what's going on here is if Deontay Wilder is in fact a free agent, then he's a balance of power kind of fighter right now in boxing, the way Kevin Durant's a balance of power type of player in the NBA, right? He chooses a team, maybe they win the championship. Deontay Wilder comes to ESPN with Tyson Fury. That's where the heavyweight action is. Goes to the Zone with Anthony Joshua. That's where the heavyweight action is. Stays a free agent and can go in either direction. And we have what? Detente? Would that be the right word?
But will it be allowed? He can still remain on Showtime. If they don't put up the bread, then he's got to make a decision. He's got to go over to ESPN. Because Tyson Fury, he's not leaving ESPN. He's not. The Zone, even if Joshua's not, signed to them long-term, they're going to make sure they spend the money. So he is the balance of power. And right now, they got Top Rank in like a tough situation. They got Showtime in a tough situation. For example, Deontay Wilder will likely fight Dominic Breazeale May the 18th. Me personally, I'm cool with that. I've been saying, listen, man, get that mandatory out of the way. Get that shit out of the way. Where does that leave Dillian Whyte? We don't know. Tyson Fury could very well fight Joseph Parker, but we've known for a long time, if you don't know, they're friends. Over there, the options for it. In fact, let's go pull up the heavyweight division. I got to get my rankings done, but in the meantime, these rankings are from Fight News. Dillian Whyte, he is a free agent. He's not getting no DAZN money. In regards to Matchroom, he's not really with Matchroom like a contract was, right? From what we understood. Luis Ortiz is fighting tonight. Right now, it is 6:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, March the 2nd, 2019. Luis Ortiz fighting Christian Hammer tonight on Showtime on the undercard of Iris Lara versus Brian Castano. Obviously, we talked about Dominic Breazeale, WBC mandatory. Adam Konoski is moving his way up the rankings. You got Povetkin likely taking on Alexander Usyk. You got Kubrat Pulev, who is the IBF mandatory, but for crying out loud, he's fighting motherfucking Bojan Dino, the guy who Big Baby Miller beat up. Not to mention he fought Samuel Peter last year, and that pissed me off. You got Brian Jennings, still out there. And remember, now let's talk about the top ring fighters, the fighters that Tyson Fury can fight, because he's got to have his first fight, right? It could be Oscar Rivas. Oscar Rivas is high on the WBA. He should be like close to a WBA mandatory, if not, right? One of them bullshit WBA belts. He can fight him. He can fight Brian Jennings in his comeback fight, but will Brian Jennings take the fight? And also, will Top Rank let Brian Jennings take the fight without trying to build him up after losing? And these are guys that are just over there on the Top Rank side. So realistically, he's going to need guys, like a Wilder or Joshua, unless after his tune-up fight, whoever that is, if he wins, he goes on to fight the winner of Kubrat Pulev, which seems really, really likely. The winner of Kubrat Pulev and I'm down to say, who the fuck was he fighting again? Who the fuck? Oh, Bojan Dino. And then that'll be the mandatory for the IBF. Now, already the WBO is positioning themselves. Dillian Whyte is positioning himself to be that WBO mandatory, but he could be ordered to fight Tyson Fury. What if Dillian Whyte goes to ESPN? Showtime is after him, because for Wilder, let's say he fight Dominic Breazeale, then he could fight Dillian Whyte. That can give him this year. He can fight Dillian Whyte, or he can fight Luis Ortiz again. But I would hope for him to fight Dillian Whyte over Luis Ortiz. So Wilder has some options. But if he wants Joshua this year, you know, and Joshua, let's say, for example, after Big Baby Miller, if he wins, you know, he's got that WBO mandatory. He's probably going to have to fight likely at the end of this year, whoever that's going to be. You know, what other fights, you know, can, you know, you got Joe Joyce floating around, but he ain't ready yet. The heavyweight landscape is weird. Let's listen to a little bit more.
Here's a headline from The Guardian. Anthony Joshua, I'm going to strip Jarrell Miller of his soul. They got into it at the press conference. This is the great thing about this heavyweight division. Not only at the top with Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Deontay Wilder, but colorful characters and good, skillful contenders underneath. I mentioned King Kong Ortiz a couple weeks ago. Jarrell Big Baby Miller can really box. A fat guy who can really box and has a big personality to boot. That is a credible contender for Anthony Joshua and an interesting fight coming up at Madison Square Garden.
So let's leave it right there. You know, Max didn't have a guest on this show. Remember the rumors, alleged rumors that Anthony Joshua was blacklisted from ESPN last week? And because he was supposed to be on Max Unboxing, but whatever. John Skipper, who runs DAZN, used to run ESPN from my understanding. Wait, he does have a guest. Who was his guest? Oh, Canelo. Oh, we got to get into that in another video. Anyway, please subscribe. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. And in regards to, you notice I haven't mentioned that $50 million shit. I'm tired of talking about it. I don't like talking about it. I know the money was there, whether it was a contract or not. The money was there. Joshua knows it was there, you know, but whatever. Wilder, in regards to that deal from DAZN, I think he should take it, personally. If he don't fight, I mean, I don't know, you know. I don't know. I'm on the fence, man. I'm on the fence. But there's too much money floating around out there, man, for him not. I know deep down when he goes to bed at night, I know he got to be thinking about this shit. And I know, you know, like, Al Heyman is taking care of him and all that, and he's got to be loyal and all that. But it's like, come on, man, what the fuck? You know, look at Adrian Broner, who turned down that. Oh, don't get me started on. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe. But loyalty is everything, truth be told. Loyalty is everything. Loyalty is everything. Like, don't let money, but it's. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live.